Man that stays with you actually loves you. Let that sink in, because sometimes what feels like love is actually control. And if you don't know the difference, you'll keep calling pain love. A man that truly loves you is not confusing. You won't have to sit there overthinking his actions. You won't have to ask your friends, what do you think he meant by this? Because with him, it's clear. His words match his actions. His presence feels steady. Not intense today and distant tomorrow, just consistent. A man that loves you shows up, even when it's not convenient, even when he's tired, even when life is happening. Because loving you is not something he switches on and off. It's who he is with you. You won't feel like you're competing for his attention. You won't feel like you're begging for time. You won't feel like you have to earn basic affection. Because to him, you are not a burden. You are a priority. Now compare that to a man that is managing you. He knows exactly what to do to keep you from leaving. Not to love you properly, just to keep you there. He gives you just enough attention, just enough affection, just enough communication to keep you emotionally attached, but never enough to feel secure. One day, he's sweet, calling you, checking on you, making you feel special. The next day, he disappears. No explanation, no consistency, just silence. And when you start pulling away, that's when he comes back, with sweet words, with apologies, with promises he has no real intention of keeping. And because you want to believe him, you accept it again. This is not love. This is emotional management. He hurts you, then does the bare minimum to fix it, not because he cares deeply, but because he knows just how much effort is needed to reset your hope. And slowly, you get used to it. The inconsistency, the confusion, the emotional roller coaster. You start to think, maybe this is just how relationships are. No, it's not. Love does not feel like anxiety. Love does not feel like you're constantly waiting. Love does not feel like you're afraid to speak because you might push him away. Real love feels safe, not boring, not perfect, but safe. Safe enough to be yourself, safe enough to express your feelings, safe enough to rest without overthinking everything. A man that loves you doesn't make you question your value. He reinforces it through his actions, through his consistency, through the way he shows up in your life. But a man that is managing you will have you questioning everything, your worth, your expectations, even your sanity. You'll start asking yourself, am I asking for too much? Am I the problem? Maybe I should just be more patient. Meanwhile, you're shrinking yourself to fit into a situation that was never meant to grow you. Let me tell you something honestly. If you constantly feel confused, if you constantly feel anxious, if you constantly feel like you're chasing clarity, that is your answer. Because love, real love, does not hide. It does not play games. It does not leave you guessing. So ask yourself and answer truthfully. Are you being loved or are you just being managed? Because the difference will cost you your peace, your time, and sometimes even your self-worth. And you deserve better than that. You deserve consistency. You deserve clarity. You deserve a love that feels like peace, not a puzzle you're constantly trying to solve. So don't just listen to what he says. Watch what he does. Watch how often he shows up. Watch how he treats you when it's not convenient. That's where the truth is. And once you see it clearly, you won't be able to unsee it. Thanks for listening. Subscribe for more.